Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Snips Happen. I am here today with a bunch of things that I want to make. You will probably hear my printer over here yapping because I'm still printing stuff on the printer. And because I wanted to have a selection for what I want to do today. Today we are going to be making some clusters. I want to do a masterboard that I seen yesterday that was a reverse masterboard, which was pretty cool. So I want to show you how to do that. I am going to show you some Americana kits that, good morning, Karen. Sorry, my camera was a little off. I want to show you a masterboard that I saw yesterday that I thought was pretty cool. So I'm going to show you my version of that. I have hello, Tanya. Tanya. Don't mind my words. Words are hard today. I'm going to put my affiliate link here. I also have my affiliate link up in a QR code, because today is the last day that all of the kits for scrapbooking with me are 40% off as of midnight tonight. And they go back to the original price. What was it? I lost my train of thought. Hello. So yes, I seen a really cool masterboard technique yesterday, and I want to do it my style. I was inspired by Louisa Heinzel because yes, she is my grungy person that I love watching. And when I seen this yesterday, I thought it would be fun to do it. And then I'm going to show you some ways I make some cluster tabs and some clusters. So we're going to do that today for some technique. Yep. That would be what I'm doing today. I grabbed me some least loved cardstock out of my collection because we're going to be working with that. Yes, I have. There is, for this patriotic bundle over at Scrapbooking with me, there is, well, that is not the right sticky note that I need. Haha, go figure. We are doing a collab, a team collab over there. It is called Bicentennial Makers Collab. And it's also called Freedom Threads. And the kits that are available over there are Vintage Patriotic, Least We Forget, Happy Birthday America, Patriotic America, Red, White, and Blue Grunge, and Vintage America. Yes, I have them all here, including some coming off my printer. Yes, I have 4 here and 5, and the other 2 are coming off my printer as we speak. Turkey. And so we're going to be working with these today. I'm going to pick out some of my favorites, and we are going to do the reverse masterboard and some tabs. First, let's see, the reverse master. We're going to do reversey. We're going to do reversey first. I'm going to go and let's see. I'm going to use from the Vintage Patriotic. Hello, Sassy. Hello. Is there any from? Let's go. Let's see what's in the Red, White, and Blue Grunge. This is a Red, White, and Blue Grunge. We have some flowers. And then we have. Oh, I like that. I might save that to make a paper clip. Oh, I like that too. Oh, let's pull that out. We can use that. Yes, these papers are digital downloads. They are from scrapbookingwithme.com. My affiliate link is in the chat, or you can use the QR code. It will take you right to the shop. And if you use code Mayday 40, you can save today up until midnight on any of the digital papers in the shop. I like that one. This one's called Red, White, and Blue Grunge that I am flipping through at the moment. Okay. You are absolutely welcome. Any questions you have, just pop them in the chat. I will gladly answer them for you. And when you use my affiliate link, it takes you right there. It'll take you right to the website, and then I get credit. We gotta put this on here so we don't forget this is a red, white, and blue grunge. What do we want? And then this is one of the new ones that was just released. This one's called Happy Birthday America. I'm just looking to see if there was anything that I could use with that one there. Don't mind the lines in my papers. If you can see them, yours will not print like that. That's just my printer heads because I print so much that it does that. That one's a contender. So we'll pull that one out for a contender. We're just auditioning right now. This is my thought process. Yep, this is my thought process. Nope, this one goes back. This one's no longer a contender. This is a better choice because it has some words in the background. I kind of like that one. They all have some ephemera with them, but I like to think outside the box and make my own. Yeah, I do that a lot. So I'm just gonna stick these up out of the side so that I can show you what my intentions are here. So I'm going to use some least loved cardstock. I don't know the poundage on here because, of course, I don't pay attention to that. So then what Louisa did with this is, of course, my paper cutter is buried. So we're gonna fly by our seat of our pants with this. Is first she cut these in half like so. You can use your paper cutter. I'm not using my paper cutter because my paper cutter at the moment is buried under a stack of monstrosity. And with that being said, if I was to pull it out right now, we would no longer be crafting. I would be cleaning up a mess. So I am going to do what Karen tells me I do best. I'm going to pivot and I'm going to make this work. because I always find a way to make things work when I don't have what I need at the time. Yes, I have 1,152,000 paper cutters, but in my world, I have one favorite paper trimmer, and that's the one that, of course, is buried underneath everything because I don't keep stuff where I can get to it. Yeah. Why would I make my life easy? Why? Because that would not be the fun stuff. All right. So then Louisa took her papers. She flipped them upside down like this. We don't need this at the moment. So we're going to take this out of the way. She had her papers like this. And then she put them through her paper trimmer. Yeah, she put them through her paper trimmer, but I am not going to put them there. And then she just took and once she put them through her paper trimmer, she left them face down like so. And she did not look at them. Yeah, right. Easy is not. You don't cut them really small. You just make them smallish, and then you do this. Easy is definitely overrated. I agree. I totally agree. Totally. I'm not really measuring. I'm just tearing this like so. And then we're gonna play Jenga here in a minute. We sure are. I've seen her do this once before in her video, and I'm like, I gotta try that. And then she did it yesterday with the new blue kit she has, and I'm like, yes, please, and thank you. And when she works with the paper from Germany, so her sizes are a little different than ours over here. So yes, but I'm gonna make this work for me here. Sure am. And you know what made me laugh yesterday when I was watching her video was when I watch these big content creators, I think, oh, wow, look at them. They got all their stuff together, right? Not this lady yesterday. She didn't even have her mat on the table. And she's like, look it, thanks to technology, I got my mat. And she put it up on the table. She snapped her fingers and she's like, it's there. And I'm like, yep, that's definitely something I would do. So now she took her papers and she did this, which made it like grungy, and I loved it. So yes, you're gonna watch me ink. You are going to watch me ink, and I'm gonna ink on my mat, and I don't really care because who cares about ink on your mat? I don't. I do not care about ink on my mat. You're gonna see why I did this in a minute. I'm using gathered twigs. You can use whatever color your little heart desires. I'm just using gathered twigs. Oh, when you see this way, you might like this way. I never liked making masterboards. I never really saw the purpose in a masterboard, but I like this way. I really do. I know my thing says clusters, but I had to try this. Like I am. We're gonna do clusters too. We are going to do clusters, and the reason why I am inking the back, you will see when I glue together and why when I flip it over. I can't tell you until I can show you because it'll make more sense when I get to that part. So how is everybody doing? Let me know how the weather is where you are. Right now, where I'm at, it's 66 degrees, and we have to batten down the hatches because we have a bad thunderstorm coming this way. Hello, Mel. Yeah, we have bad storms coming this way this afternoon. So, yes, we have to batten down the hatches. I'm giving my printer workout. We have sun and cool, but today's high will be in the 80s. Oh, I would love it to be in the 80s. We're 66, so, and yesterday we were 76, so we're getting there. We are definitely getting there. My flowers are starting to bloom. I have my rhododendrons are coming out. My bleeding hearts are coming out. So we are seeing flowers. So that means we're not going to get any more of the snow, which is good. Because I'm over the snow. I'm definitely over it until next year. And I personally I could be over it for the rest of forever. I'm just using my dauber and I'm blending with my dauber, just the back of it around the edges. I only got a couple more pieces to do. I'm using my Gathered Twigs oxide. You can use whatever ink you have. Yeah. I'm ready to move somewhere where there's no snow, no. Pretty much wherever you go is you either do snow or you do whatever kind of bad weather. So you're either, whatever. Okay, so now I have all my pieces. I'm going to mix them up so we get a good variety because I'm not looking at them. All right. And then I want it to make sure that it's, a rectangle. I'm going to use my Barely Arts glue. And then I'm not going to go, let me come up here so you can see. I'm not going to go right to the edge of the paper. I'm just going to go like so, like this, right? To the paper. And then I'm just going to take, so it's at a 90-degree angle. I probably should make this right here so I can tell that it's a 90-degree angle. Right? That's what my mat's for. And then I'll come in here. And then I'll have to put a little bit of glue here. Like so. Again, not right to the edge. And then make sure it's like this. And we'll put the paper down. Like that. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now I gotta count this again. 1, 2. So we want it right here. Put some glue right here. We're gonna put some glue right there. Like so. Okay, so now we have our length of our page, which is 11. And then we just got to get it to the 8 so that we know where our surface area here. Right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have to come to here. There's our 8. And then we can just go like so. Just like that. We'll put, well, we don't really want to put glue on our mat, you dum-dum. And just do this like this. There we go. Yep, I'm a dum-dum. I am a dum-dum. And then I really am a dum-dum because I was not paying attention. This is how you make mistakes when you don't pay attention. Because remember how I counted out to 11? Yeah, Tara was not paying attention. But as I said, this was the first time that I ever made one of these. So we're making these together. So I'm showing you what not to do so that you can make one correctly. But I hope you enjoyed me doing this with you. And that you're learning something new. I hope you're learning something. Oh, I'm not supposed to look at that. You're not supposed to look at it, Goofy. You're not supposed to show your friends either. You know that. They're not supposed to see it either. Because this is supposed to be a secret. They're not supposed to see it either, Tara. Stop showing everybody. Hi, Zal. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. You think you like it this way? I think I do too, actually. Believe it or not. I think I might be asking my friends, do we want to make another one? Do we want to make another one? Once we get all of our Jenga pieces. Once we get all of our Jenga pieces here. I see why she used a glass mat though. I do see that part of it. So what if we took that and put it like so? And we can put it like this, 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 and this. Tara just needs to get her glue in the right spots. That's all Tara needs to do. Because Tara's not doing that in a very good mannerism. Okay. So let's get this piece Let's get this piece connected here. And it would go down like this and over like this. I would love to know if anybody's going to try this. Oh, somebody should have told me that I wasn't in frame. That they couldn't see what I was doing. Yell at me. You can yell at me in the comments. You're going to try it, Karen? I can't wait to see what it's going to look like when I flip it over. That's what I'm excited about, to see what it looks like when I flip it over. There's that piece. And it looks like the way that I tore them, I might not need them all, like all the pieces, which is a good thing because I tore them in the right size. So, yeah, there's also that. So we'll do this like so. Here and here. That. Oh, that would be cool with some gel prints. Yeah. I just have to fill in these little gap pieces here. I can't wait to see the ones that you do with the gel prints. That'll be cool. And we need this one for here. That will go like so. And then I just got to do. Ooh. This piece right here. And then when you put it together, that's what you get. And they're called a reverse masterboard. And then the reason why I did not glue, hopefully it will do it. All the spots is so that when you so that's why you inked it, and you only, it gives it the grungy when you peel it back. I might just add a little bit of glue here because there's some really loose. Come on. So like this needs a little bit more glue right here. That one's almost empty. Where's my other one? I know I have another one. Like, I like it curled back, but it's just curled back too much. I need a little glue here. Go. There's that. And then she took it. This is the fun part. This is the fun part, people. And she grabbed. I want my black. Where's my black? That's a grab it. Grab my black word stamp. Come in like this. I'm going to stamp on it. Then my dots, because I like my grungy dots. Like so. And then she put focal points. And I'm going to... Should we use the eagles for focal points? The blue eagles? I have blue eagles. And I have these ones. Which ones would you like to see as focal points? The service or the freedom? Let me know in the comments. Service? Okay, well, we can do service and freedom. There we go. We can do both. We don't have to just do one. We can do both. We can do both. We can do both. We can do both. That's not a problem. Now that we made this masterboard, we actually put paper together, and you can cut it up to make backgrounds for cards. You can cut it up to make tags. You can cut it up to make just about anything. But considering that I am making a journal I'm making 2 journals that are bicentennial journals. I am actually going to leave this as a page. I am just going to fold it into a page, and I'm going to put it into a journal. So, with that being said, I am just going to leave it the way that it is. When I'm done putting my eagles on here, I am just going to leave it after I have it the way that I want it. And that way I have a page created for a journal. But like I said, you can cut it up for tags, you can cut it up for journaling cards, you can cut it up for just about anything. And I honestly like doing the reverse masterboard than doing the actual masterboard. Yes. Yes, I probably will scan it first so that I have it. I don't think that many people know about the reverse masterboard. Has anybody ever heard about it? I heard about it from Louisa. That's where I actually heard about it first. And then she did it again last night. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna bring that to my friends so that they can see it. Because I think they need to see that. I have to do that like that. But I also found one over here. Yeah. I thought it was cool. A cool idea. Let me see what this one looks like compared to that black. Yeah, I love it. I love the idea. And I love how she made it look grungy, like by peeling it back, like peeled paint paper. I probably should have made these eagles a little bit smaller, but that's the name of the game. And I probably should have had this stuff fussy cutted before we joined this party, but that's also the name of the game. I think I like those ones better than that one. This eagle or this eagle? One or two? One, two. I'm liking one, too. One. Okay. So we're gonna go with one. Alrighty. So we're gonna glue those down just like that. I like both too, but I think that one is more cohesive than the other one with the blues. That's and what I'll do is how I did the paper last week. I will make a cheat sheet thing and put it up on my coffee page, like how I tore the papers and stuff like that, so that if anybody wants that, they'll have it, like how to do the reverse masterboard, like how I did the ones for the dies and stuff like that. I'll do a little cheat sheet and stick it up on my coffee page so that you guys can have that. So when you're crafting, if you don't remember how I did it, you'll have that little cheat sheet. And then I have this that's on the back. So when I fold the page to make a page, it'll be, there's something already on the back, which is cool. Like I really like how that turned out. And then if I wanted to, I can add washi and stuff to that when I put it into my journal. But that is how you make a reverse masterboard. So we have that. We now know how to make a reverse masterboard. We learned it here first, friends. We've learned it here first. So let's put this off to the side. And now I'm going to show you one of my most favorite things in the world to do. You do not have to have this punch. This is the large whale tail punch, and I also have a freebie on my coffee page for this. Or you can use any punch that you want. I do have the smaller one also. This one here. It will work with this one also. I also have this punch here, the tab punch, the small tab punch that you can do this with. So I will make with all of them. But all I do is I take a piece of heavy cardstock and I fold it. Well, not heavy cardstock, but heavier cardstock. And I fold it just like so. This is going to be a little loud. I'm sorry. And I just punch it. There is actually 6 patriotic kits. There is Vintage Patriotic, Least We Forget, Happy Birthday America, Patriotic America, Red, White, and Blue Grunge, and Vintage Americana. They're all in the Etsy shop, and they're also in scrapbookingwithme.com. I will give you my affiliate link. Hold on just one second. And yeah, I'm working with all Scrapbooking with Me kits today. And you can use, ooh, I got ink all over me now. Day 40 to save until midnight tonight. And then after that, they go back up to regular price, but using my affiliate link, you still save 20%. The kit that I just pulled from, I do believe is, these are from the Least We Forget, the Eagles. That was the last kit I printed. So then I will have these 2 tabs we're going to work with. And I'm going to make 2 small ones. Oh, golly jeepers. Hi, Keats. We are making tab or cluster tabs at the moment. I just showed, if you go back and catch the replay, you can catch a really cool way to make masterboards that Karen is in awe that she just learned how to make. Hold on just a second. I will show you as soon as Hi, Deb. What am I doing? I just made Louisa Heinzel's reverse masterboard. Yes. Hold on. I just made one. I just made a reverse masterboard. This is what I made in the first 43 minutes of my live this morning. Yes. The one that she made yesterday with the chameleons, I made it with eagles this morning. Yeah, I had a hankering. I needed to make one. So yes, the first 45 minutes of this live, that is what I made. Now I'm making cluster tabs. Why? Because that is one of my favorites that Louisa does. I do them in my style. I love them. I use them on just about everything. Everything. Yes. I have these punches. I use them a lot. I use this one probably more than anything because that's one of my favorites. I got it for a birthday gift. The other ones I picked up on, the typical places that you can pick up places or pick up things, the Zon, the Moo, places like that. Hello, Saul. So I have my 2 big ones. I have my 2 little ones. If you want these whale tail ones, I have them on my coffee page. All of my links to my social media stuff is in my on my YouTube at the top. There's links up there where you can go to these places and grab these things that I'm talking about. Sorry. I have a phlegmy whatever today. I don't know what's going on. But what I'm going to do so that we can use up these scraps today, I don't really want to cut into any more of the kit because I'm going to be making a journal. So being that there's flowers on this back side, I don't really care because when I put this in the journal, it's going to be like this. So I'm going to glue this like this, one of these like this on here. You don't have to do this to these because I'm going to show you how to get around not having to put paper on them, but I do want to show you that you can put paper on them. And of course, again, I'm not in frame because yours truly does not understand that her desk does not, everybody cannot see everything that's on her desk. You know, she needs to get herself a bumper so that the world can see her. And all I'm doing is smoothing this out. And if you don't have white cardstock and you have something like this, you can use least loved cardstock. You know, you don't have to use top of the line cardstock. This is about having fun and learning new techniques. That is all. You do not have to go out and buy anything to have fun. That is key. If you want to make something, you use what you have in your stash. If you don't have a punch to make a tab, you can take a pair of scissors. If you have a circle punch, take a pair of scissors and you can cut in the ends and you can make a punch that way or make a tab that way. If you have a you know, the punch, the 2-in-1 punch from, you know, from your scoreboard, or if you have the 2-in-1 punch from Miss E, you can make a tab that way. You can make tabs many, many, many different ways. You do not have to have a punch to make a tab. I, of course, use the tab punch because I like the easy way. I like the easy way. I've always liked the easy way. So that's why I go for that way. But yeah. So we're going to use, if I can find it, my lumberjack plaid and for ink. So this one's all ready for when we go to decorate. So now I'm going to use my lumberjack plaid and I have to get over here to get myself a blendy tool because all of my blendy tools over here, and actually, where's my, yeah, I could use one of these blendy tools because I like these blendy tools better. I have these finger blendy tools, so I'm going to use these ones better because I like these better. I could probably put red around this because it is going into, or brown, but we're going to do, let's get these scraps out of here. Let's get these scraps. And then I'm going to just use this page here. I know I've already got color on my desk, but we're going to try to tame the color down without getting it. Then I'm just going to go like this. Again, I'm using lumberjack plaid oxide to go around the outside of the tab. Like so. And then I'm going to do it on the little ones. I can sit for hours and make these because I love them. I absolutely love them. Do you like learning things like this on Tuesdays, like different ways that I make things? Because I definitely know different ways to shake things up. All right, so we have our little tabs here that are all ready. And I think I'm going to take my gathered twigs and I'm going to go around this one over here. Oh, I got to do that one too, but I think I'm going to do that one brown. Let's go around this one here with some gathered, the one with the paper on it. We'll go around this one with gathered twigs. Like so. There we go. And then we will do this like that. And then we got to do this one here. Let's back this one out, these out here so we can do this. Like this. Here we go. If you guys have any ideas of anything that you want to see me do, leave it in the comments because I'm looking for suggestions. I don't know what you guys want to see me make or you want to see me do. So leave them in the box. Leave them in the box. Okay, hopefully I can get to my washi bin here so I can get my washi tape out that I want. Yes, HR does take suggestions very seriously. So I'm going to take some of this clear washi tape. I do not know where I got it. I think I got it secondhand from a secondhand shop. And I'm going to put it on both sides of this, like so. Okay, I'm going to tell you when I start making these clusters, I'm going to put stuff down, I'm going to cover stuff up, and you're going to be like, why are you doing that? Why did you put that down? Just so that you can cover it up. Because that's how I make clusters. That is how my brain works. Because in the end, you're going to see a little snippet of it. You're going to see a little snippet of it. And then we're going to go over here and I'm going to try to match some of it up over here. We're going to just cut this down like so. We're gonna do this. If you don't have washi tape and you have a word stamp, what for can you find on the website? Let me know which four that you can find on the website. Because I know that they're all on the website. I checked before I came on this morning. That's fine. Nope. You're not being a pain. I need to know that you can't find them, because if you can't find them, others can't find them either. This is important. I'm a design team member for Scrapbooking with Me. I need to know this. You're not being a pain. This is why I come on. This is why I do what I do. I take being a design team member very seriously for Missy. Anybody in the chat will tell you that. Hello, Bobby. Okay, Karen. I'm gonna go grab the drive safe, Karen. I'm still here. I'm just gonna go grab the Etsy link real quick for Christina, so that she can see for her, so she can grab the kits that she's looking for. And hopefully she lets me know which ones that she can't find on the website, because I know hold on, Christine, I can grab you those links for you. Wait 1 second, okay? Just 1 moment. Ladies and gentlemen, talk amongst yourself for 1 moment. Copy. Do. Here's the least we forget, Christina. Happy birthday. Here's the Happy Birthday America. There's the Happy Birthday America. And the vintage one, you want the Vintage America one, right? Oh, the ones you sent, I found. So you're looking for the grunge one, and oh, okay, I know which one you're missing. Hold on. Red, white. Run. Okay, here's your red, white, and blue grunge. And you're missing vintage. And here's your vintage Americana. There you go, Christina. I found them both for you. And don't ever think that you are putting me out by asking me for help. No, that's what I'm here for. You are so welcome. And don't forget to put the code in Mayday 40 so that you get your discount. Yes, those Moroccan butterflies are amazing. I have them. I want to work with them. I just haven't gotten to work with them yet. They'll be coming to us. Happen to you. Why am I? It looks like I'm frozen. Am I frozen, people? Let me know if I'm frozen. It feels like I'm frozen, or looks like I'm frozen. It's something. My phone doesn't look like I'm frozen, but on my computer it looks like I'm frozen. So I don't know. I don't know. Okay. It just looks like it on my phone then. Oh, Deb, I got your special package. Thank you. I appreciate you very much so. Now I'm frozen, but you can hear me. What is going on with my life, people? Is my hands there? Can you see me? I'm 3 seconds away from crying. You do realize I'm 3 seconds from crying, right? All right, hold on. Let me see if I'm going to refresh it on my computer and see if that helps. No, cancel. I don't want to All right, as long as you can see me, I just don't know what's going on. I'm going to cry crocodile tears in 3.2 seconds. I don't know why it's lagging. I don't know, but I'm going to cry. I hope it's not telling me that I have to go away and today's live is over because just cuz. Cuz I feel like that's what it's telling me, that today's live is over because it's just doing its thing. It probably is YouTube being its self. I'm gonna keep my comments to myself about the YouTubing today. Just cuz. Cuz lately the YouTubing has been YouTubing. It's doing the YouTubing thing. That's all I got to say about that. Are we gonna get clear again, or are we just gonna play? Oh, look, it's gonna come back to us. It's all coming back to me now. Cause I cried a little bit. It's gonna come back to me now. Should we put the cluster piece over here? I want the number to show. Yeah, I noticed it's starting to be friends again. Sometimes it just doesn't like to be fair, I guess. I don't know. You are so welcome. I am so glad that I was able to help. And if you watch my channel, I'm going to be working with those kits. So you might get some ideas for that journal. If you just keep your eyes peeled. I'm over here trying to be fussy pants with this cluster piece. All right. That's how we're settling that. Yes. I do a lot of lives and I do videos. I have some coming up with me working with these collections, so you'll definitely get ideas. Hands down. And Bobby, Precious Memory Boxes, she's also a design team member of mine. If you follow her, she has we're doing a collab with these collections. So if you follow her, who is up in the chat also, you can get some ideas from her too, because she's working with these collections too. She is a fellow design team member for scrapbooking with me. Precious Memory Boxes was her name. I believe that's the only design team member I have in here at the moment. I didn't see any of the others come in. Bobby, if you're still in here, can you say something so that she can see your name so she can go follow you? Oh, you do follow her? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. We're doing a team collab this month. So this would be one of my clusters. Well, if that sticks down, that would be one of my clusters. I would appreciate that. I would highly appreciate it if it would stick down and play pair. So this would be like this, right? And then I would take this on one of my pages. Say this is your journal page, like so. I would take this and I would put this like this. So you would have this on your journal page. And then when you flip your page over, you would still have this decorative piece on the other side. So these are my tab clusters. That's what I call these, my tab clusters. So you would have it's decorated on one side and then it's decorated on the other. But you also don't have to put it on the side of the page. You can put it on the top of the page. So you have it decorated on one side and it's decorated on the other when you flip the page. These also does not have to go on a page. You can also put them, say this is a tag. Like you have this say just have this folded like this. You can put them on the top of a tag, like so. So it's like that. So you have this at the top as a pretty tag. If you're making a folio, you can put this on the side of the folio and this can be your flip piece. So this flips open like this, you know. You have this. These can be used for anything, a bazillion different things. So that's one of them. So now I saw something pretty cool with this, and I want to see if I can make one. We're experimenting again. Tara's experimenting. Watch out. She's off her training. She's taking off her training wheels. So yeah, watch out when Tara takes off her training wheels, because that can get a little messy when she takes off her training wheels. So that won't work with that. But what if we take off our training wheels and we clean up, we try this. What if we do this? I seen this and I really want to see if this works. I really do. And if this works for me, and this is going to be a total game changer. So we put this like this, right? What if we glued? See, that's too much for that. Well, what if we took this, because I don't want that to stick out. And we did this. like this, and we put this in here like that, and that would work. Oh, that would work. Tara's off her training wheels. Watch out. Tara is off her training wheels. We are going to make a tab paperclip. Here we are. Watch out. Tara is off her training wheels. So I just took a paper that was a little bit lighter than what I had, put a paper clip in there, right? And then we're going to take this like this, and we're going to put it in here like so. We're going to match her up like so, right? Match that up like that. Yeah, we're going to have a little pushage because that's all right, that it pushes out just a little, because we can take our scissors and trim that down, the little out, what hangs out, if you want. You don't even have to push it out because we're going to make it a cluster, so we can cover that up. So I'm going to put a little glue here like this. I'm using my my Fabri-Tac because I think for when you make paper clips, that Fabri-Tac holds better. That's just my opinion. And my opinion is for me, it's what makes my heart happy. You do what makes your heart happy. That's what I say about that. So if you don't like that little edging right there, you can trim her off with a pair of scissors. I'm going to leave it on. And guess what? We have a tab paperclip. Woohoo! Yeah, Tara lost her training wheels. Tara just did. So now we are going to decorate that. Who would have thunk it that Tara would lose her training wheels on her live today? There is no playlist yet for these kits. I'm going to ask Miss E to create one today. There is only 2 videos up at the moment. That is Kathy Lee, Crafting with Kathy Lee, and Amy Kreckman. And they are in the design team playlist on Scrapbooking with Me. But I will get you that playlist so that you can watch those 2 videos. They just show the kits. They don't. Oh, and Amy started a folio. But hold on one moment. Let me get the glue off the top of my thing here. And you're not a pain in the butt. Don't think you're a pain in the butt. You're asking a question that is a logical question. And no, don't think that way. Every question is a good question. Every question is a good question. And here at Snips Happen with Tara, there's room for everybody. There is room for everybody. We want to share this playlist. Thank you. No, we don't want that playlist. We don't want that playlist. Playlist. We want playlist. Here we go. Okay. Paste. Okay, here is the design team playlist. There is 2 videos at the end of the playlist that is from design team member Crafting with Kathy Lee and design team member Amy. You can watch those 2 videos and they flip through some of the kits and give you some ideas of the kits. But no, the only one that has really worked with the kit so far is Amy, but there is future videos to come with the kits. I do know that because it is a collab. And as when I get done with my live today, I will talk to Miss E to get a playlist going for the kits for the collab. I did forget that. That was me being a naughty girl. But don't hesitate to ask questions, because if you're thinking it, somebody else is probably thinking it, guaranteed. So yeah, don't ever feel like you're being a pain. No. I don't want anybody to come into this live, no matter who you are, and think that you're bothering me by asking me questions. No, I will stop what I'm doing and help you and get you what you need or whatnot. Don't ever, I don't care. I will get you what you need, promise. And if I don't have your answer, I will get you an answer. I might not get you your answer right at the moment, but I will get you your answer. That's not how I roll. No. Anyone that's been here, anybody that's been here for a while will tell you that I am a very, very open person and a very, very helpful person at that. I'm just doing up my paper clip cluster here. So, did anyone learn anything today? Leave me something special in the comments if you learned something fun today. I want to know. I want to know what you learned today. I want to know if you're going to come back next week and see if you can learn anything else from me next week. And if you're here from team hashtag replay, let me know if you enjoy watching these videos and if you like watching these. And if I inspired you to pull out any of your snips and bits and bobs and any of those things, and let me know if you grabbed any kits in the comments, because I would love to know if you're going to craft along with me with this collab. I would love to know. The video schedule for the week this week is a little off because Amy is not going to be going live with me this week as she is sick. So, with that being said, I was going to ask if you guys would like to see me go live and work on some of these kits, or if you guys want me to do some short videos where you guys can go back and watch it, or what do you guys want? Because I'm open to anything you guys want, as my schedule is open for the week. Do you want me to go live and work on the journal? Do you want me to make video? You love lives? I can do lives. That's not a problem. I just don't know, like, if you want me to start making the journal live, if you want me to work on pieces for the journal. Yes, both. Okay. I can do both. That's not a problem. I have to do a video anyways for the collab because I have to have a collab video. But I can do lives. That's not an issue whatsoever. I can hold down the fort. That's not a problem. What time is best for you guys? Do you like them in the morning around this time? Do you like them where they're later in the day? You tell me. Because I know that I have friends that are everywhere. So I want to make sure that I get everybody. I would love to see you make. Oh, I can make the journal. I can do that. Not a problem whatsoever. I just need to know what type of journal you want me to make. Do you want me to make a hardcover? Do you want me to make a soft cover? Do you want me to make it with a paper bag? Like these are the questions I have because I can do it. I just need to know what you guys want to see. Hi, Casey. Thank you for stopping in. I have a vote for a hardcover. What's for lunch? I don't know what's for lunch. Lunch isn't here yet. Oh, I gotta grab a Kleenex because I got a glue goober. Hardcover. We can do hardcover patriotic. That is not a problem. Not a problem. Hardcover patriotic. All right. I can do that. So we can start hardcover patriotic tomorrow. And so from now until tomorrow, everybody has to find themselves stuff to do a hardcover. So you have to, if you're going to follow along, you got to grab your kits. Got to grab your kits over at Scrapbooking with me, whatever kits you're going to use. There's 6 of them. You can use my link, which is in the comments. And also, there's a QR code at the top of the screen. You can use those and find yourself a book. At least 9 by 6. And we will take it apart together. And we will start. Yeah. Oh, Casey, but look. I broke my training wheels. And these tab clusters. Hold on. I put Fabri-Tac in there. But these tab clusters are special tab clusters. Them are paperclip ones. Hidden paperclip. Yeah. They're hidden paperclip ones, so you can move it around the page. I broke my training wheels today. I have all 6 of the kits printed off, so we have that. Yeah, so get yourself a book, get yourself some papers that you want to use besides your digitals, and we will be starting to put the journal together tomorrow. Yes. That we will do tomorrow. I'm pretty excited to do this with you guys. I am so excited. You don't even know how excited I am that you guys want to do this journal with me. Oh, yes. This is exciting. Also collect the color inks that you want to use. I'm going to be using Lumberjack Plaid, and I'm also going to be, ooh, I didn't mean to make you seasick. You can watch the replay, Deb. I know you love me, and you sent me some amazing things. Yes, I said 6x9. I will show everything, like, from start to finish. I will show you how to gut the book. I will show you everything. Just bring your book, and I'll show you how to do it all. I will show you how to put your material on. I will show, yeah. Just show up, and I'll do the rest. I'm going to be using Lumberjack Plaid. I'm going to be using Blue Prize Ribbon ink or oxides, and I'm also going to be using the gathered twigs for my inks. I'm probably going to be using a lot of different fabrics and stuff like that. So if you have any favorite fabrics you want to bring, you can bring those. Other than that, that's all we'll need tomorrow. And I will be here probably at 11, like I was today. And we will create. We will create until our hearts are content. How about that? Because we are going to make a patriotic journal with friends. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. You can make your own hardcover. You don't have to use a book. I'm just saying that I normally got my books, and I have chipboard and all that laying around. So, yeah. That depends on how many signatures you want to use. I normally do my spines between 2 and 2.5, sometimes 3. It just depends. It just depends on how many signatures I'm going to use. With me having six different kits that I'm going to be blending together, I'm probably going to go with close to 2.5, 3-inch spine, personally. But you can go with whatever you want to do. My journals can get a bit how do I say this? A bit chunky. I get a little over people say that I have a problem with going big or going home. So yeah, I don't know how to go small, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'm pretty bad with that. No, you don't need a coffee bean on there, Goofy. We could put a flower on there. Do we want to? No, we don't want a flower in there either. I think we're just gonna leave that. Yeah. You, Christina, I'm gonna tell you this. You can do it. I'm going to walk you through it step by step, and we are not going to go that fast. We are not going to go that we're going to go at your speed. If you need to stop and I need to show you again, we will do it. So you can do it. I know you can do it because you know what? I was the same way and you can do it. I know you can do it. I am very good at, yeah, average for me is about 3.2. Because I like them big and I like them chunky. I like them big. I like them chunky. That is a great size, and I do believe that you can do it. I know you can. I know you can do this. I believe you can do this, and we will do this together. I will sit on this live and do this with you until you have it and you show me pictures that you have it. If it takes me all day to get you to where you have a journal that's together and you have a spine and your signatures are in there, then it'll take me all day to do it. And everybody that's in this chat knows me, knows that I will sit there until you have it. Okay, Zal. Have a good day and thank you so much for your support. It means the world to me. Take your time, Christina. It's not a rush. It's not a marathon. And before you glue, make sure you're happy with the way that it's laid out. That is my advice. Because if you're not happy with the way that's laid out, you're not going to be happy with the journal. Make sure you're happy with the spacing. Make sure you have your masking tape. Make sure you have all of that stuff, because if you don't mask and tape your spine pieces, you're not going to have a sturdy journal. So I recommend, I'm not telling you that you can't jump and do it, but I recommend that you wait until tomorrow where I show you how to glue your spines together, like your cover to your spine and all of that before you put it together. Because if you don't, you miss a step, yes, and everything's right side up. If you miss a step, you're going to be upset with yourself that you forgot something. So I recommend you gather all your materials tonight, you get everything together, and then tomorrow when I show you how to do everything, then you'll know what to do. That is just my suggestion. You can do if you want. I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying that there's steps in between making your spine, your cover, that you need to know. And if you don't know those steps, you could miss something and then you won't be happy that it didn't turn out right. So that's why I said I recommend that you grab all your pieces, get them all together, and then tomorrow I'll show you how to put it together. Okay. Yes, there is a ton of papers. There's a lot. And there's a few steps in between putting your cover together that I have to show you. So yes, I definitely recommend that you wait until I show you how to do those parts so that you don't get frustrated that you didn't have it. But with that being said, I am going to head off because I have to get some things ready for tomorrow so that I can come back and show everybody how to put a journal together, make a journal. So if you want to join me in making this journal, collect your supplies, and all of that happy stuff. But you can come and join me tomorrow, even if you don't make a journal. I use 24-pound paper because I print a lot, but I double back my paper because, you never know what I print single-sided. And then when I do my 24-pound paper together, I have 48-pound paper because I glue them together. But I also make different things with my stuff, but you can print on 28-pound paper, 38 or 32-pound paper, whichever you prefer. But I wouldn't go any higher than that, a 28 or 32-pound paper, because it would make your journal too bulky. You don't have to print double-sided if you don't want, because I will show you ways to cover those pages. Because you can stamp on them, you can cover them with other different pieces of ephemera. In the journal, there's many different things you can do, so don't worry about double-siding if you don't want to double-side. That is not a necessity. Yeah, I use Hammer Mill paper. That's the brand that I prefer. Miss E prints on 28-pound HP bright white paper. So if you watch her videos and you like the way she prints, that's the brand paper that she uses, which you can pick up on Amazon or at Walmart, whichever is closer to you, because I don't know where you are. What else? You can use cardstock in your journal if you want. So if you have some cardstock that you would like to use in there, you can. Thank you so much. You too, Casey. You don't have to use fabric if you don't want to, but Walmart does sell fat quarters. Hold on, I will show you the recent one that I just got. Where did it go? Where did it go there, love bug? What'd you do with it? Oh. Walmart does have an Americana one. And I just bought it yesterday and I don't know where I put it. Hold on, just a moment. I have a craft land going on here. It has hearts on it, and they're red, white, and blue hearts. I thought I put it with my fabrics, but I guess I did not. They're fat quarters at Walmart. They're red, white, and blue hearts, and they're like plaid. That would go really well with it. A fat quarter is definitely big enough to cover a journal. They're $1.47 at Walmart. If I could find it, I would show you, but I don't know what I did with it. I don't know what I do with half of the stuff in my life. That's the crazy thing. It's probably around here somewhere, and I just don't know where I put it. Yeah. So there's that. I don't know. I bought a couple different ones. You can get them anything theme you want, but they do sell them for the Americana. It has like plaid carts that are sewn into it. I'll probably find it after the live, like always. But you can get that if you want, or you can cover it with paper, whichever you choose. I print my fabric too. I'll probably print a fabric that matches one of these kits on muslin, just because that's how I roll. But okay, yeah, they have it right in the craft section. You'll see. Just pick one that you like. That's all. Yeah, they're called fat quarters. They're about $1.50. A thing. They're just a square about this big, which will cover your journal. You need one for the inside and you'll need one for the outside, so that you can cover for that. Do you have this type of glue? Because this is what I use to put my fabric on. You'll need to get some of this to put your fabric on for your cover. Hold on, I'll put it here again so you can screenshot it. It's Fabri-Tac. Okay, perfect, because you'll need that for your cover. And I think that's all we'll need for tomorrow. And if you don't have masking tape, pick up some masking tape about this size would work. If you want to take a screenshot so that you get the right thickness. And that will be all that we need for tomorrow. And I will be here at 11 a.m. And I will not start until you get here, Christina. I promise, so that we can work on this together. I will have my stuff ready, like my pages and that ready, but I will show you how to do everything. And anybody else that wants to join me tomorrow for this, you're more than welcome. You can watch me, you can support me, you can do all the things. I love each and every one of you. I appreciate each and every one of you. And so that would be Central Time, would be 10 a.m. It's 11 a.m. for me, 10 a.m. for you. I appreciate each and every one of you. I thank you all for your support. I appreciate you when you come and support me and you help me make my dreams come true. I love showing you my skills, and I hope that you all learned something today from the little things that I showed you. And all you have to do is go into that room and make a little something, even on the bad days, because that's what makes it happen. And I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.